Hi, good morning, good afternoon, and or good evening, sunshines and moonlights. So I'm here today with another Oracle card flip through. This is a deck that was not easily available on YouTube Lab, showing you in depth and detail what the cards may look like. It's a deck that I found on Etsy. It's called the Opal Oracle Cards. It's a 72 card deck, and the author is Heather Acosta. The Etsy shop does show imagery, pictures of the cards on there, but again, I like flip throughs on YouTube because it gives you an idea and more in depth detail on the deck to help you decide whether this is a card deck for you. It does come in a tuck box, simple, and it is meant to be a positive deck. Right here, it gives you an idea of what the card imagery may be. And in the back, we'll just briefly read what it says, just to give you an idea what the author has this deck intended for. So it says a divination tool for bringing peace and clarity into your life. The Opal Oracle delivers empowering messages and clear guidance, nudging you in the direction of your greatest good. In this vibrant and joyful deck, readers can dive more deeply into a path of self compassion and reveal to themselves the love that exists in the world around them. This oracle can serve as a standalone deck of cards, or it can be used in a companion with other divination systems. So you can go ahead and use it with other oracle cards, or go ahead and use it as a clarifying card for tarot readings. So this deck does come with the little book, but it doesn't have the common or typical detailed definition of the card meanings, because the cards do pretty much tell you what it is, description, and what it may mean, and thereafter you just kind of go with your intuition, of course. So it's a pretty thin book. I did get a chance to flip through it. Oh, just an FYI, this box comes wrapped in the plastic, but I did take it off prior to filming. So it comes wrapped, and then inside the deck will come. So let's get a look in here. It does give the author information, publication, welcome to your Opal Oracle. So it kind of gives you a description of her intention, how to use Opal Oracle, divination, mindfulness, meditation, and insight. This is sliding around. Tarot clarifier, encouragement. The limits of this deck, it's not designed for giving predictive readings, but then you can use it for clarification if there's something you want to be clarified on any cards you may pull. Let's take a look here. Your basic, how to prep your deck. It gives you different ways to do it. And then it does go into shuffling, the common little minor instructions that it gives you on a card. And then it does give you sample readings when you want to use it with tarot or any other cards. It tells you the type of readings you can use it for. Your head oracle reading cards as a talisman, and it tells you about using it with tarot. And then it just gives you some simple little samples. You can go ahead and just get into it, read into it. And I think that's pretty much it. I think it gives you two, and then that's it. How to guide on how to ask the proper question so that you can get the answers and you know that you're asking the proper question. Simple things like that. But other than that, it's a very simple book. It doesn't give you that deep meaning of the cards because basically everything is on the card and you will just go with your intuition after that. So I'll go ahead and put this in here and I'll show you the cards a little bit. Like the cards were sliding around a bit, right? Sorry about that. My little music in the background was freezing. It might kick on all of a sudden. So the card deck does seem to be a little bit on the thinner side, but I noticed once I got the deck out, it has that matte shine, slippery feel to it. If you, those of you that have a few cards out there, may know exactly what I'm talking about. So they tend to slide around. I do have a feeling they will shuffle nicely, but they may slip out of your hand. The back of the cards. Let's see if I can get you guys to look at it. It's nice pastel colors. Pretty pastel feminine colors. And the cards. So I noticed they come in order, but the very first card is on this side versus them coming when you get a deck of cards. Sometimes they come facing up and they come in this order. So we're gonna flip through this way, but we're basically starting from the last card and we'll end up with the A. They are alphabetized, and so that way it gives you an idea of what the card is. I want you guys to be able to glance at it as much as possible. So I'll zoom in on it in a bit and then get my flip through going. I did want to add that I did get this little small piece of selenite. It was wrapped up. It came in the box, sealed in the plastic, and wrapped up in black tissue nicely with the cute little notes. Let me see. And then this was wrapped up in the small tissue as well. It's a small little piece. Maybe she sends that little piece of selenite to charge your deck. And we all know that occasionally we do need to charge our decks, especially when we help people and they come with low energy. So you want to be able to give them some positive energy. So let me pause this and I'll zoom in a bit. Let me see if I can grab that little card that she included in here. And it just basically says, thank you for purchasing the deck. Usually, a lot of Etsy shop owners tend to do a little cute little personal note. So let me run over and grab it. All right. So this is the little flyer card that it came with. And apparently, it says that she's working on an expanded companion book, right? So I believe she might go more in depth with every card into this book. But I mean, if you go with your intuition and you're using them as clarifiers, the cards themselves have a pretty like enough information for you to kind of grasp the idea of what can help you. And if you tend to like vibe with the picture and that helps you, that's even better. And she says that she'll have it. I don't know if I said this or if I'm just repeating myself, but for purchasing this deck, I don't know if I might get like a digital copy emailed to me when she's done with the expanded book. Um, Other than that, I look forward to getting it. So we'll move this over to the side and let me zoom in on this and then we'll get started with the flip through. All right, so we're basically starting from the last card W and we'll end up finishing with the A cards. Okay. Feel free to pause if you want to read what any of these cards may say, anything that catches your eye. All right, so that is it for the flip through. So let me shuffle them for you. So you can have an idea how they shuffle. We'll find out together. Ripple shuffle's okay, but I will say they may fly out of your hand when you try to do that. So it could be a hit or miss. Nicely. And this is just, you can tell just by the way they glide. Look at that. That's one card. We'll make it into a three pile. Let's see what first three cards come. Shuffle one more time. So we're getting the message as all it is as it should be. Acceptance. That'll be the first one. We'll do two more cards. So please take what resonates for you. Do you know if this is a message that it is meant for you or something you need to hear? So let's see. Number two, what do we have? Power. Know your potential. We'll go more in depth and see what the third card then we'll read into it. And we'll take this. Oh, okay, I'm talking too much. So we'll take this as three separate messages. And may this be for the collective. There's that other one. That one just came. Guidance. How pretty is that? Ask and be open to answer. I say whether this is guidance from a loved one, a family, or a friend, or just guidance from within. If you just sit still and just listen, your own intuition, your gut instinct gives you the guidance on what you should do, right? So, first card that popped out, acceptance. Try to see situations through the eyes of your best self. You have the wisdom and the will to refrain from judgment. So send blessings instead. Sometimes we get caught up in situations and it gets the better of us. And I could say sometimes I've been there. So you just got to remember to send blessings so that way you don't hold in or receive that energy that is staying within, like radiate it out, right? All is as it should be. Sometimes we go through stuff and we're like, why me? Why now? Or you feel like you're not where you want to be at the moment. It's a little reminder to let you know that you are right where you're supposed to be. Don't feel rushed or pressured that you need to be at a specific time or place or be doing a certain thing just because you see other people around you that are there. So that's first message right there with acceptance. Know your potential power. So let's see. You are, oh, I should zoom it in on you guys, right? Let's get this in there for you guys. The image. You are a powerful, sorry, I got distracted. You are a powerful being. Your thoughts, words, and actions have the ability to heal or to harm. Respect this tremendous gift and use it wisely. Wow. Some of us must be having some pretty strong, powerful words or energy that we give off. I'm seeing what I'm getting off of this is maybe some of you may be expressing yourself in a very strong manner and it affects certain people around you and you may not even realize how powerful your words may be. I just got the message of like your words can be daggers or like what kind of like when people say like you kill with your words or something, but I don't mean it figuratively. It's like, hurtful like that. So it's like helping you realize how powerful you are and how positive you can use those words to uplift people and even motivate them and help them heal. Or there's people around you that maybe look up to you and you don't even realize it. Or your words that you say affect them in such a way that they're that powerful and you may not even realize that you have an influence over specific people. Whew, that was deep. So the last card, guidance. So let's zoom in on this one. Ask and be open to answers. Wisdom seen and unseen is always available to you in the world. Find the courage to ask for insight and the openness to receive it. It's like sometimes just sitting still and listening, whether, or like when you pray, right? You pray for guidance and you just sit still, and either the right people come along or you encounter the right people to listen to whatever message is meant for you to listen to, or you get the guidance within, right? You may get it from the divine God, answered prayers, or when you ask for that sign, when you feel like you need guidance and you don't know what step to take next, and just being open to receiving the message, not just, oh, I didn't like that message, I want something else. It could be seen and unseen. Guidance is always available. and it'll always find itself to you, and the right message will come to you when you are open to receiving it. Well, I hope that this was pleasant for you guys. So I'll leave it at that with this little flip through that I did. I hope that these messages were helpful or appreciated, and it'll help you decide on whether this is a deck for you. All right, I'll see you guys later.